So this is what you call aggressive hand handling. Go give him. They have some very strange residents who live here.
During a family wedding trip to Massachusetts, Mr. Martini and I were able to break away for a day and walk the streets of Salem, Massachusetts. Here is what we did with only a day in Salem, the home of the witch trials, and so much more.
So we're coming up to the cemetery, which is kind of creepy. So this is the burying point. This is the burying point of 1637, the oldest burying grounds in the city of Salem. Here are buried Captain Richard Moore, who was a Mayflower passenger, Justin John Hawthorne of the Witchcraft Courts, Samuel McGuire, architect, and Governor Simon Bradstreet, Chief Justice Benjamin Lynn, and John Higgins. There's a crypt right here. What does that one say?
William Ornay died in 1797.
Those are some really old headstones. These are probably the oldest ones I've ever seen.
It's a lot of black, right? You got
Yeah.
that?
Here lies the body of Miss Lynn Dodge, wife of Captain George Dodge, in 1798. There's Captain Dodge back there. And an LD, which is probably a Dodge too. This is pretty creepy. A lot of people here. These ones have a lot of carving on them. So I'm walking through the Salem graveyard. It's pretty darn creepy. This is what my husband and I do. Spend time together. Had a wonderful lunch, and now we're looking at dead people. That's Simon Bradstreet.
Awesome picture right here. All these people hated the frickin' town people so bad that they wanted to be separated from them. But this was the only cemetery in town, so they had them put up the chain around their lot because they're still separated from the townspeople. But what's bitching is, look at the way the tree's grown through the grave.
Mm-hmm.
That tree had to have been planted shortly after they were buried.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at it, that's a 200-year-old tree easy.
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
If you look at the branches, it's very, very healthy.
I mean, look at the thickness of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. The girth.
The girth.
The girth.
I give you the girth.
Pretty awesome. So as Patrick was saying, these people hated the townspeople so bad that they wanted to be in a separate part of the cemetery, chained off from the rest of them, because they just despised them, and still to this day, they're still separated from all the others. These are probably the oldest headstones I've actually personally seen, and I have been in many, many cemeteries because I love coming into cemeteries and taking pictures of the beautiful artistry of the headstones. I will say one thing, this place kind of gives me the creeps, but what would I expect any different?
Adjacent to the Burial Point Cemetery is a walled area that encloses the Salem Witch Trials Memorial. There are 22 memorials that honor the victims of the Salem Witch Trials. This well-thought-out memorial was erected in 1992. Let's go take a look.
So that said, I am innocent, I am wronged. Bridget Bishop, hanged June 10th, 1692. Sarah Good, hanged 1692. What's that say? My heart breaks for what was done to you. And Dorcas, I can't read what this says. You will be in our hearts forever. Love your 6th generation granddaughter, Heather Lee. Oh, that's cool. Her granddaughter was here. Her 6th great granddaughter. That's awesome. Elizabeth Howe, hanged 1692, and as you can see, they weren't burned, they were hanged. Savannah Martin, hanged July 19th, 1692. Rebecca Nurse, hanged July 19th, 1692. And it goes on and on and on. So there's one for each one of these. She was murdered August 19th. So during that summer, they were all hanged. John Willard, hanged August 19th, 1692. Giles Corey, pressed to death in September 19th, 1692. And it goes on all the way down.
Anybody who's proud to be witched after walking, so go ahead and put your hands up. All right, people with your hands up to follow me.
Surprised to see is that there's actually quite a few men that were hanged. And then what's usually indicative of this era is the skull with the wings. And they also go into the wings with the angel, which are a lot nicer looking. So this is like one of the tallest older headstones I've ever seen. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's about 5'6", because it's about as tall as I am. It's pretty tall. Inscribed in the memory, a distinguished female. Excellence. Can't make out the word. Miss Mary Pittman, wife of Captain John Pittman. She died on May 31st, 1802, at the age of 42. I've actually never seen this before. This AET. And then her husband's buried right next to her, but she has a lot bigger gravestone. We seem to be finding a lot of captains buried in here. We are next to the sea. If you didn't know that, Salem's right next to the sea.
Coolest graveyard you've been to?
This is about the coolest graveyard we've ever been to.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's got all these like really old, creepy trees.
And that, my dear, is a very old oak tree.
Oak tree.
When I was a kid, I had a tree house like right in the center right there.
Yeah.
Split. Yeah, I'm saying that one's probably close to 200 years.
That's somebody's headstone, and the tree just grew
Isn't that cool?
right over it.
It broke it off.
Yeah, that's awesome. So now we're following this red line. It's supposed to take us to all sorts of historical places. So we're going to the gallows and the memorial. So what is this? What's this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out just by reading the whole story. Okay, during the witchcraft persecution, many of the accused were imprisoned here. One of them, the aged
Giles?
Corey, was pressed to death
Ew.
on this ground. So I'm thinking that this is where they would, it's whatever they used to put the stones on to kill him, because they would add stones and ask him to confess, and if he wouldn't confess, they would add more stones. Eventually he died.
What's this right here?
Oh, beats the hell out of me.
Is that, oh, born.
Birthday. Yeah.
1611. Bummer for him.
No shit.
Continue on down the red line and come across all sorts of neat old historical things. So we're at the witch house. Which I have no idea what it is, so we're gonna go check it out.
Weed here.
It's not weed. Turns out that Salem is the birthplace of the National Guard of the United States. I did not know that. Pretty awesome. So we're in Salem, Massachusetts right now, having a nice weekend with my love of my life.
Where?
And spending quality time together. We were here for a wedding. So the local ladies have sent us to Turner's Seafood. They said it's like really good seafood, so we're gonna go try it out. Said they have the best lobster bisque soup, and at $4 extra, they'll put a big handful of lobster in it for you. How cool is that? So we've been told that Turner's Seafood is the best food in town, and I am having, look at all the gluten-free options. I'm in hog heaven. I'm having that lobster bisque. Oh my God, I'm so excited with extra lobster meat. Yum.
She's stoked to find.
All right, so I'm having the double berry, which is Stoli's blueberry, cranberry juice, lemonade, with a float of blue carousel, and garnished with lemon. Yum. Turner's lobster bisque soup. Yum, yum, yum. Look at all that lobster. So Patrick's having the crab lagoon. Oh my God, those look amazing. Show how big those are. God, those are big. You got a big one, honey.
I know.
And I am having gluten-free clam chowder. I already had the lobster bisque. Now I'm having clam chowder. I'm in gluten-free hog heaven. I normally can't have this stuff. This place is awesome. Again, this is Turner's Seafood in Salem.